Hi, my name's Jules Pashall.
I'm Scarlet Tunkl.
Thank you so much, Jules and Scarlett, for meeting with me this morning. I want to be able to expose everyone to this awesome retreat that you're doing exclusively for fat people. It's called the Touching Fat Sensual Somatics for Fat People Retreat. And I just kind of want you both to give an overview of what people can expect if they join for this retreat.
I want to have a really good time with fat people. I want fat people to have a good time with each other. It just feels so rare to get that opportunity to gather with other fat people and not with the goal of changing our bodies or losing weight or finding something that's wrong with our bodies, but actually coming to our bodies as these great resources. And I think specifically we're focusing on touch because touch is so important to our capacity to grow and live these really full lives. And for fat people, can often be really fraught to receive and give touch, even with ourselves. And so really focusing on a space for fat people to feel themselves in an internal way of like, oh, I'm really with myself, I'm feeling myself, and also to like feel ourselves and touch ourselves and explore what's possible in that space of making that kind of physical contact with ourselves and with each other. There can be something really special about gathering under a shared identity and shared experience that offers in a unique way. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Oh, I love. And it's also so unique because every time you think of fat, it's just like something so negative, you know? And I feel like this is a good transition that leads to the next question. Why now? Why do you believe that this retreat is important to do right now in this day and age?
Yeah, and I'm just thinking about how, fat phobia kind of like key tool of empire.
Yes.
Because if we're fractured, if we are trying to tear ourselves apart or disappear ourselves, we can't do anything. We can't connect. We can't revolt. We can't feel the truth of what we want and need. And most people I think are not experiencing life right now as like lush, fluid, velvety, deep. And that's a tactic. Like
Yeah.
that is not by chance. It's not, it is on purpose. And it's not a new thought that like people that are starving and shrinking are easier to control, but I think that that's all a part of it. And I think in this moment too of like the Ozempic craze and this like really intense wave of weight loss at the same time that, you know, fascism is like alive and well in this like somewhat new way. Fat is the opposite of all of that. Fat is there's more than enough. And with the retreat, Jules and I are really framing like how do we create practice that takes its cues from our bodies? How do we use fat as a form
Yeah.
to create healing? My practice is built on we all need fuel. And for me, that fuel is pleasure and joy because there is so much grief and there is so much hard.
Mhm.
And I know without those touch points of like just feeling your body as a place you want to be, as a place that feels good to be in, without that, that's how get really lost in nihilism and existentialism and apathy, and we don't feel like we can do
Yeah.
anything. And I have to remind myself on a daily basis that prioritizing practices like these are the fuel of the revolution and liberation. And just remind everyone, whether you would come or not, like we all need these moments if we're going to keep being here and being present with all that is hard. We want all of you there,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah. So make sure to come out to Touching Fat, Sensual Somatics for Fat People. And thank you guys so much. You guys rock.
Thank you, Melissa.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.